Our next movement is called a side leg lift. This exercise is fantastic for the muscles in the side of the hip. These muscles stabilise our hips and they also protect the bones underneath, so it's really important that we keep them nice and strong. We'll use a chair just for our balance. So you're going to place one hand on the chair. Make sure that we're starting in our neutral position where our feet are parallel, about hip width distance apart, standing up tall. And we're going to take a breath in, and as you breathe out, just bring your right foot out to the side, tap the floor, and then bring the leg back in. So this is our level 1 of the exercise. When you're doing the exercise, that standing leg, the knee is nice and soft. So this is what you might want to start with. If you would like to challenge yourself a little bit more, what we'll do is we'll lift the leg out to the side without placing the foot on the floor, and then we bring the leg back in. We lift, good, and back in. And you notice I'm trying to keep my body up nice and tall. One of the mistakes we can often make is leaning to the other side. So see if you can keep the body very still, lifting the leg, and just keeping the toes either pointing straight ahead or they might be pointing towards the floor. The objective here is not to lift the leg super high. We just need to lift it high enough so that we can feel that muscle working in the side of the hip. Good, and then walk it out. And then we would turn around and do the other side. I'll just move my chair so that I can keep facing you. Coming back into that neutral position again, testing out the movement, because you might notice that on one side it feels a lot easier than the other. You might have to modify the exercise depending on any injuries you might have. So please do what feels right for you. And then if you're comfortable with that, let's lift the leg and lower. And you'll notice that your standing leg is doing a lot of work as well. So it can get quite tired. If that's the case, go back to tapping the floor, and always having that contact with the floor will just make it a little bit easier for the opposite hip. Be progressive in the way you do the exercises. Good. And you're probably feeling that muscle right in the side of the hip now, so that'll be a good sign that you're doing the right thing. Let's do one more. Lovely. And relax, and then walk the legs out. Nice work. So now we're going to work on the bigger muscle of the buttock, the gluteus maximus. We turn to face our chair. We stay in that hip width distance for the feet, nice tall position. We're moving from the hip joint only. So we'll have both hands on the chair, looking straight ahead, and keeping your weight in one foot, let's extend the other leg back, and then bring the foot in. Extend the other leg back, the leg back and in. So let's breathe out and in. Breathe out and in. And remember, the breath out is on the effort. So the effort is to push the leg back. Let's do one more. And relax, just walk the feet out, especially if the hips feel like they need a little rest. And then let's do the same thing on the other side. So keeping the standing leg, knee nice and soft. Let's extend the leg and come back in. And if you notice, I'm trying to keep my spine still, not moving in the lower back at all, not trying to lean forward. Always imagine this thread running through your spine, going up towards the ceiling, and it's helping to keep our body lifted in that nice tall position. Let's do one more and then walk it out. Well done. Just keep walking the legs out. Well done.